So today was a combination of things. I have some pieces that are bisque fired but that need to be glazed. This is an example of one of those. So I'm using tape this time. I was going to experiment with decorating with some tape. And that bowl over there, it didn't have anything to start with. I got some glazed pieces back. It took me a minute to recognize my bowl with the chopsticks because I forgot what the color was. And here you can see me cutting some masking tape to put along my bowl so that I can design it. Now, the purpose of the tape is to keep the glaze from going all the way through so that what's left over is a shape design made by the tape. The problem with using the tape is that this tape doesn't adhere perfectly to the sides. And if you look closely enough, you can see the air bubbles underneath. So I'm rubbing it on, but it still is not a perfect fit. Now it's time to get ready to glaze this piece. So there's so many colors to choose from, but for this one, I decided to go with that beautiful blue and red blend. And it's different. If you look on the left, those are the porcelain pieces versus the other clay pieces. So I had a B mix, I believe is what I used. So I'm using Pete's Cranberry and I think it was, what was the other one? Chon? I don't know. But I think the Chon was under the bottom. I think that's the name of it. Now I had to get the drill together so the battery was charging. You just pop the battery underneath the drill and you have to spin the glaze because it settles. Then you have to rinse it off because you don't want to stick. Yeah, it was Chon. You don't want to put the spinner into another pot of glaze without rinsing it because you don't want to mix in the glaze colors. And I'm just going to go in and dip this, fully submerge it, and take it out. And you just want to let it pour a little bit. This can end up leaving you with dripping pieces. So if you're really specific about how you want your piece to look, you have to work on that technique. And then I'm just rubbing where the little tool was that I was holding the piece with. Now it's time to carefully take off the tape. If you do this too quickly and your glaze is too dry, then it can chip the glaze. And as you'll see, it's not perfectly clean here. So I went and got a wooden knife tool, and this actually works really well to help me